Hey, welcome back. Today I want to show you something kind of ridiculous. How to turn any long video into a stack of ready-to-post shorts, stories, and promotional clips using almost zero effort. No awkward timeline scrubbing, no manual clip hunting, and definitely no hiring an editor for every single post. You give the system a video URL or upload a file, tell it the vibe you want, and it spits out polished, platform-ready clips that actually perform. Sounds wild? Wait until you see how it cleans up a messy, hour-long interview and turns it into a month's worth of attention-grabbing moments. Imagine this, you've got one long recording, could be a podcast episode, a talking head tutorial, a product demo, whatever, and you want consistent, on-brand shorts for TikTok, Reels, and YouTube Shorts. Normally you'd hunt for highlights, export, add captions, resize, color correct, and then schedule each post. It takes hours. With Vizard, you get that whole pipeline automated. Upload your video, paste a URL, set a few simple preferences like tone, clip length, and brand assets, and let the AI do the rest. It finds the viral-worthy beats, trims them into snackable clips, auto-generates captions, and even lines up a posting schedule for you. Honestly, it's like having a tiny production studio in your back pocket. Here's the kind of stuff you can do. Want to turn a casual product walkthrough into a sleek series of ads? Done. Want highlights from an interview to appear as quick, shareable sound bites that feel natural and not forced? Easy. Need your host to have a consistent look across dozens of posts. Same lower thirds, same color grade, same caption style. Vizard handles that too. No manual tweaking, no messy exports, just set up, hit go, and the content farm begins. Let's take a quick peek at a result we got. We started with a single, slightly shaky long-form clip of a creator talking about sustainable sneakers. Nothing special on its own. We fed it to the pipeline, asked for short, high-energy clips for social, and a brand-forward style that's minimal and luxe. A few minutes later, we had a stack of 10 ready-to-post videos. Perfect trims, captions, and even suggested hashtags. The creator's face, tone, and core messaging stayed intact, but each clip had its own little life. Zoom-ins at the right beats, quick captions timed to the audio, and transitions that felt handcrafted. No editing skills required. Even better, if you've built an AI persona or you consistently use the same talent, you can produce a whole feed that looks cohesive. Upload your creator's long-form footage to host it somewhere public. Paste the URL and then update the prompt to change mood, focus, or length. Same person, same vibe, new outfits, different topics, consistent brand identity without reshooting or manual editing. That's how many creators scale one evergreen source of content, endless short-form derivatives. Okay, let me break down how the workflow actually works, because once you understand it, you can tweak it to match any creative process. Step 1, trigger. The system listens for your input. That could be a chat message with a prompt or just a plain video URL. You tell it what you want. Pick the top 12 viral moments. Make them under 30s. Add captions and 9:16 crop. Simple. Step 2, parse. A small function extracts the URL and any text instructions, so every downstream tool gets clean inputs. This lets us support two common cases. Someone who pastes a URL plus a precise brief, and someone who just drops a URL and lets the system decide. If the user included a prompt, we head down one path. The prompt gets polished by an LLM. Think of it as turning a rough idea into a pro-level editing brief. We ask the model to rewrite your note into a crisp set of editing instructions. Target timestamps, energy level, caption style, and scene priorities. That result then feeds into the clip extraction engine, which uses vision and audio analysis to match the brief. If the user only sent a video URL with no notes, we take a slightly different approach. The system scans the video, voice activity detection, scene change detection, sentiment and topic recognition, and generates a natural language summary of the best moments. Then we run that summary through an LLM again to turn it into creative editing prompts. This means even if you don't tell it anything, it still knows how to find and frame the highlights automatically. Next, the editing node does the heavy lifting. It trims clips, auto-stabilizes shaky sections, adjusts audio levels, and applies your brand kit. Clips get captions automatically generated and timed from the audio, with choices for font, size, and placement, so they don't block important visuals. You can choose whether the result is a direct downloadable video file or a hosted URL, so your downstream systems can fetch it. After the clips are created, there's a scheduling phase. Tell the tool how often you want to post and to which channels, and it will auto-schedule the clips into a content calendar. Want Mondays and Thursdays at 12 p.m.? Set the cadence and move on. The scheduler can queue posts across multiple platforms and even suggest optimal times. If you want to be hands-on, you can review the clips and tweak captions. But many creators skip that step because the AI does such a good job. Finally, analytics. The workflow returns status updates for each clip, processing state, final URL, and engagement suggestions. Over time, it learns which kinds of clips perform best, so future runs can prioritize similar moments. That feedback loop is what turns a basic automation into a real growth engine. Let me show you 2 quick examples we ran. First, a tech talk. We had a 45-minute developer conference chat. We told the system, find moments with strong quotes and high energy. Make them 2030s, auto-caption with code snippet-friendly formatting. The system produced 12 clips highlighting clever quotes, demo moments, and reaction shots. Posted over 3 weeks, those clips drove a way higher click-through rate than the full-length episode did alone. Second, an influencer lifestyle shoot. We used a single full-length day-in-the-life recording. We asked for upbeat 15s clips with vertical crop, added subtle motion zooms, and brand-consistent color grade. The AI created a dozen creative shorts. One showed a coffee moment, another highlighted an outfit change, another captured a funny throwaway line. Each clip felt different, but matched the account's overall aesthetic. Now let's talk competitors for a second, because that matters. There are a few tools out there that do parts of this. One app might be great at trimming clips, but leaves you to manually add captions and schedule posts, while another does scheduling, but expects you to upload and tag every clip yourself. Some of the big-name services are expensive and geared toward enterprise budgets, which is fine if you're a giant brand, but overkill for creators and small teams. Others force you into rigid templates or require learning a clunky UI. Vizard's sweet spot is practical. It's built for creators who want scale without the complexity. It combines smart clip detection, automated captioning, and reel scheduling in one flow, so you're not jumping between 5 apps and paying for 5 subscriptions. A few pro tips: play with the prompt you send. If you want bolder edits, tell the system to be creative and experimental. If you need conservative edits that honor the original, ask it to keep changes minimal. Consistency comes from using the same brand kit and caption style. Set that once, and the AI will keep your feed cohesive. And never underestimate the power of a good first line. The AI often chooses clips based on vocal energy, so the faster and clearer the hook, the more likely it becomes a top pick. One last thing, you can scale this. Run the same workflow for every episode of a podcast, every live stream, every product demo. Over weeks, you'll build a content calendar that looks like you hired a full-time social team. And because the system keeps learning which clips perform, it gets better at finding gold over time. If you're tired of editing by hand or can't afford a constant editor, this is how creators outpace larger teams. Smart automation, consistent branding, and fast iteration. I'm not saying it's magic. It's just tools doing the boring work so you can focus on the creative stuff. So yeah, try it on your next long video. Drop a URL, pick a vibe, and let it generate a batch of clips. You'll be surprised how many usable posts are hiding inside a single hour of footage. That's how modern creators scale content, not by filming more, but by making better use of what they already have. All right, that's it for now. If you want, I can walk you through a live demo next. We can take one of your videos, run it through the flow, and set up a 2-week posting schedule in under 10 minutes. Sound good? Cool. Catch you in the next one.